Hi, I'm Bella Kaufman, and today I'll be talking about mass incarceration. Have you ever met someone who has gone to jail or prison? It's a hard process to go through, and there are not many people who truly get a second chance. I once worked with a woman who went to jail for meth. She was in jail for 3 months and then on probation. She got out, she violated her probation, and ended up going back to jail for drugs for 5 years. When she got out of prison, she got her life together, unfortunately, this is not the case for many people. These people enter the system and never get out. In our world today, prisons are flooding with people, and we are running out of space to put them. The issue of mass incarceration is important to me because I am studying criminal justice and I want to learn why things are the way they are, and I want to learn how to fix them. I have done lots of research on this topic, and today I will explain what mass incarceration is and why it's a problem and the solutions to this problem. First of all, what exactly is mass incarceration? Mass incarceration is the term used to describe the overcrowding of inmates in jail or prison. According to March 24th, 2020 article, The Whole Pie 2020, experts Wendy Sawyer, Peter Wagner report that every year over 600,000 people enter prison gates, but people go to jail 10.6 million times a year. There are many reasons people go to jail, and the most common reasons for people going to jail are drug abuse, assault, robbery, and theft. There are also several cases of murder. I will be focusing mostly on the drug abuse and repeat offenders because they contribute very much to the problem of mass incarceration. There are a few laws that have been created to describe the amount of people inside the jails and prisons. According to September 2nd, 2020 article, Significant Reforms in Recent Years, Corporation Sentencing Project reports that California voters passed a ballot measure proposition in 2014 which reclassified the certain low-level property and drug crimes from felonies to misdemeanors, which are lesser sentencing and or fines. Also, according to the same source at the federal level, there is another law passed. In 2014, the United States Sentencing Commission unanimously voted that reducing excessive sentences for up to 46,000 people, eventually serving time for federal drug offenses. There are a few laws that were created in helping the problem, but there are still several laws put in place to keep people behind bars consistently. This law keeps people in jail for life after they have committed 3 offenses, no matter what the offenses may be. This is called the 3 strikes law. Think about this. There's a woman who has gone to jail for theft. The woman is from a poor neighborhood and she cannot find a job because she is already a registered felon. She has been to jail 2 times previously, once for abuse to her ex-husband who took advantage of her daughter, the next time she was arrested for shoplifting food for her kids, and the last time she was arrested for shoplifting. Since this was the woman's 3rd offense, she was sentenced to life in jail and her kids were put into foster care. As you can tell, some of these laws don't always help the problem of crime. This law just keeps more people locked up and increases the prison population, which keeps rising. Now that you know mass incarceration is clearly a problem, I will now explain a few reasons why the jails are so overcrowded. Today, there could be up to 4 people in a cell, which was originally meant for 2 or even 1 person. This is the image of one of those cells. You can hardly see what goes on in it. These cells are filled with people who haven't been in the system or who have been in the system or in and out of the system multiple times throughout their life, either for addiction, abuse, or any other illegal habit that puts them there. We are running out of money, time, and place in the jail system. On top of the fact that there is not enough room for all of these people, jail usually doesn't help them truly recover, so they just come back. These numbers show how much money has been put into the system, and as you can see, it keeps rising because there's more people in jail. These numbers show the amount of people doing drugs has increased over the past few years, and it continues to rise. Jail can often feed addictions and hurt people's mental health and even more. This is what this graph represents, that it keeps rising. There needs to be more rehab programs for these addictions, job opportunities for the people who resort to stealing, or programs better than people to keep people on track. These problems cannot be fixed overnight, but we can't keep approaching these problems with only punishments. There are other solutions and other options for people seriously struggling. There are rehab facilities all around the country who could take in more of these re-entering inmates and make a better place for them. Rhode Island seems to be on the right track. They have a facility that deals with drug abusers while they are serving their sentence. The government has helped all. They get punished and helped all at the same time. This facility has saved many lives, and there are many stories. Jail doesn't just have to be a holding cell. People can also attack their problems and receive help they truly need. Overall, money invested into the prison system can be used more wisely and wouldn't be as much. For example, money could also be dedicated to the newly released felons to make sure they don't go back to jail. These programs can help people find jobs, be able to live responsibly out of jail, gain responsibility, and help them truly receive a second chance. In conclusion, you all can see that mass incarceration is a problem, and throwing people in jail consistently, time and time again, is not helping. We need to fix the problem and figure out how to keep people from entering and re-entering the system at such dramatic rates. We all know people who have made mistakes At a certain point, we have to realize that jail isn't enough. There needs to be a greater plan to get people's lives together after jail. There needs to be more consistent therapy, rehab, after punishment in order for people to truly recover and for incarceration levels to drop. Thank you.